you've been doing your sidechain all wrong. Now, most people would just use a basic sidechain with a kickstart or a shaper box or something, and they'll put down a ghost trigger every time the kick and snare goes to duck the bass. But there's a better way. This is a linear phase sidechain. So there's two elements to this. You split the highs and lows using Ozone Imager. Now, the reason we use Ozone Imager is because it's a linear phase, so you can split the bands without worrying about any phasing issues. Then you add a kickstart to the high band and a kickstart to the low band. Now, kickstart's easy because all you have to do is set the sidechain to the kick and the snare. You set it to audio, and every time the kick and the snare hits, it will sidechain. So now I can independently control the lows and the highs depending on what kind of sound I'm going for. I'm not limited by just one sidechain. If I wanted more sidechain for the kick and the bass, I can do that. If I want less sidechain for the high information, things that aren't interfering with the bass, I can shorten that up. So if I have a kick that's really long and a bass that sounds like this, obviously I'm gonna get a really intense sidechain sound, and to me that doesn't sound that great. So I can keep the bass sidechain pretty intense, but I can shorten up the high sidechain to keep some of that high-end information, and it doesn't just get ducked away. And I get something way smoother, something that's less dramatic, and I can still keep the kick and bass separated and keep everything in phase. Linear phase sidechain is the way to go. You gotta try this out. It's a game changer.